Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Spring Championships. This video today is another series from the round of 64, and it is casted not by me. Nope. It was actually one of the first few sets to be streamed, to be casted by anyone, and it was being streamed these first few games by H2O, of course, and Snow, a guy called Snow, aka Koenig Eric Snow, with 3 W's, that is. Some of you will know that name from Saturday SmackDown, I'm sure. Certainly a very strong player, and definitely one of the favourites to go really quite far in this tournament. So, both people very high level on the casting table today, and even though I'm not in it in this video, I thought you guys might be interested in watching it anyway, as of course we want to get as much coverage from this event as possible on the channel, so yeah, I decided to upload it anyway. Let me know what you think of that kind of practice, but it was, in my opinion, one of the, well, I really wish I could have been there to cast it, put it that way. It was a pretty good series, as you can probably tell from the length of the video. Anyway, without further interruption, enjoy the video.
Yeah, we got Spadel versus Dim. Spadel is a player who we haven't seen in a long time. That's why he's still first lieutenant, but he was like PR 40 level, and he's had several other accounts. He's really known for playing like this British macro style, so I think this is, like, on Kamchatka, British is exactly what he wants to be playing. And he's spawning in the top left here as the green British, and then in the bottom right-hand corner of the map we have Dim spawning as the blue French. So, like, what do you think is going to happen in this matchup? What do you think? What are you seeing happening?
I think French will go. Oh, you post. I think he will go for some cuff start, and probably for like 5 semi, and then adding some skims, goons, and maybe some cures after.
So you think that you have to go H3 here, just as French? You can't win H2.
I think it's the best way to play British.
You mean French, right?
Yeah, to play against British, I mean.
Ah, okay. I think I would agree. I can't really see any other option. I did play against some H2 French play where, like, if the British player isn't expecting it and they're like trying to follow you up an H, you can maybe catch them off guard. But I think you're in general you're right, I think. So both players just scouting. It looks like Dim's found the Maybe you may have to leave? I'm not sure.
I think I can close some things. Let's see if it's better. Otherwise I gonna leave.
Either way, we'll stay focused on making sure that the players can have good games, and if we have to cast them on a slight delay from the replay, that's fine too. I'll just like cover up the replay box, and we'll just be 1 game behind basically. Yeah, all these maps are new actually. This map's called Kamchatka, and basically there's this diamond river kind of spawns in the middle of the map, and there's usually a couple big treasures that are guarded by like 2 tigers, and then a bunch of smaller ones kind of around the ring on the edge. And it has lots of hunts, and both players can basically hunt it for free in this area for a while around their base, and then they have to kind of expand out to the left here to get access to more hunts and more gold mines.
Yeah.
Which is why this map's so good for British, just the amount of hunts and the way that you can kind of like have this water blocking where you want to expand to in the mid game makes it just super good for British.
Nah, Dim just took a 90 wood thresher.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage he gets for having the native scout, right? I mean,
yeah,
Spadel just can't scout everywhere, so eventually, I mean, odds are in French's favor of finding that 90 wood.
Dim also find 50 wood, so he just got 140 wood from treasures. So he may even gather like 60 wood for a TP, but he doesn't need to do it before aging up.
Spadel just scouted the middle, but Dim's already cleaned it up.
Nothing's there anymore. Yeah, and 40 wood. So we just need to gather 20 wood and he can build a TP.
gather 20 wood. It looks like he's only got 130 wood in the bank right now, actually, because he did market. Maybe you're forgetting the 50 from hunting dogs.
Yeah, but he already got 90 wood, treasure, and 40 and 60, I think.
How come I can't find the blue player's house? Am I blind? Where is his house? Do you see a house? I can't find it.
It's left side.
Oh, I
from
see
the
it.
mine.
Oh, wow. That's like that's the most hidden house I've ever seen. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but it's really weird.
That was weird. All right.
Can't see it when you have the screen a bit wide of the TC.
Yeah, exactly. I was so confused. So let's see now. Spadel, sorry, I got a little distracted by the house. Spadel's doing what he usually does. He's putting up a few walls. I like this wall a lot, actually. It's a great position. It's gonna give him a great position here to just like he's not gonna get raided from the side, and this is like a common vulnerable point for the cav raid that French would like to do. But that's totally been eliminated. It only cost him like 40 wood to do it.
Oh, how I wish you were a first lieutenant.
Yeah, he can continue to dream. This is definitely Spadel's like best maps too. Like this Kamchatka British, I think, is exactly what he's looking to do. He ages up with a tower and 200 gold.
Yeah, starting with Rex.
Yeah, he's playing totally safe. Like Rex, right as soon as he gets up.
I think he used to play longbow pikes against French. He likes doing that.
Yeah, I like that too. Actually, I think longbow pike is really strong. Because longbow kind of counter everything, and then the pikes just kind of keep the hussar from getting just that little bit too close that they want to get.
Yeah.
Looks like stable going down for Dim, just like you were predicting. This looks like a cav semi to me. We can check on the shipments as well. Yeah, and Spadel has pikes in the queue, so he's definitely doing pikes. Both players getting the quick steel traps that they both want to get. And just kind of waiting to see. I think Dim will go Fortville. Yeah, and that's definitely a cav semi. Because if it wasn't, you'd see like a 700 wood if he was planning on doing a longer colonial play. And did you see the stealth native scout in there too? I mean, if we could check on his point of view, that's a really nice little move. Now he knows exactly where Spadel's anti-cav is, and it's going to really help him have a better raid, I think.
Yeah.
And this is just kind of like one of the slow points in the game right now where the builds just haven't quite gotten to any action yet. I like that he went for 10 pikes too. Like he's not. A lot of times we'll see players just go for like 5 and then try to squeeze out an extra house or 2. But with 10 pikes, like there's no way you're taking any damage. Cleaning up that monkey, but at the same time giving away like the exact timing of the cav. And it looks like these hussar raids, like I'm pretty sure they're just gonna walk right into the pikes. Like they're split to walk into two different split batches of pikes. So it just totally got the read on him. Look at that. Oh, those hussar aren't even gonna be able to get out the back. He's gonna try to go out the back and hit the wall.
I think he also didn't scout the wall yet.
Ooh, he did a good job. He's kind of swung around. So all right, he got out of there. The other cav aren't gonna get any damage here either. There's a tower right there. He can pop single bills in. And he's just playing with fire here.
That was damn close.
Yeah, he's just playing with fire on these 2 different raids.
Yeah.
And we gotta also try to keep in mind that these 2 players are trying to manage this big raid. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh. Meanwhile, this explorer's been working on that pike for a while now. This is a great play by Dim. He hasn't lost a single hussar yet, but as I say that, he does lose one. But he gets a fill. He gets his first fill. Yeah. Look at this. He's putting the hurt on Spadel. Look at that. Explorer almost picked up a pike as well.
Oh, that was close.
But at the same time, he does have Spadel now filling up bills, and the pikes are a bit out of position here. And you know that he's aging. He's already 30% age, so I mean he's totally kept Spadel busy.
Yeah.
I think Spadel's trying to age too, though.
Oh, he got him.
I don't know how he got that. That could have easily popped into the TC.
Oh no, he didn't got him.
He got it. I heard him die.
Ah, okay.
I think I remember.
Because on the left side there are 2 low HP settlers. I thought it's one of them.
Yeah.
But look,
Oh.
again, wait, going on.
I mean, he's playing incredibly well this game. I'm very impressed by this raid. Ooh, if he gets those 2 low HP settlers, if he sees it like you saw it,
Oh, yeah.
is he gonna see it? Oh, he got one.
Yeah.
And he got the other one. This is I thought he got the other one. And this other Hussar is still running around. And behind all this, Dim100 is aged up. Like he's got
Look,
nothing.
6 more points for the French.
Yeah, that's really rare. British usually have a
And
score
also,
advantage all game. Is he gonna get this last 1 HP Vil? I think he's gonna get. Oh. No, Spadel saving it. But that Hussar is still gonna keep him busy. So Spadel's definitely trying to age too right now. You can tell he hasn't clicked up yet though, and he's got a slow age up. So
Yeah, look how much coin you can do it.
yeah, but
1,000 already.
I also am wondering though, because I mean, there's like 800 resources in the bank for Dim100 right now, of both gold and coin, or food and coin. So I'm wondering what he's gonna do.
It would be perfectly when Dim just built his wax like here, so he could push so much faster.
I almost want to see like 5 cur 8 and 3 cur shipment. Wouldn't that be like insane if he had done that? Like he only has 10 pikes and he's aging. Like how do you stop 10 cur sears with pikemen?
Oh, the H2O was just perfectly to scout it.
Yeah.
Scouted the second wax in the stable.
Yeah, now he knows exactly what's going on.
Oh, does he get the settler?
I don't think he can get that. The longbow would finish that Hussar off way too fast. And there's those cursors I was talking about. He did go
Yeah.
for the 5. All right, I mean, and with a couple skirms behind that, 4 skirms, 1 shot of pike. So that those each volley is going to be 1
Yeah,
pike
he
on.
could just one into.
Yeah, I think he just needs to go for this, not like try to do anything too fancy.
Is Spadel already aging? For sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's already he's 70% aged right now. Sorry, I guess I
Oh.
could have mentioned that more clearly. I forget that you don't have the UI. 8 skirm shipment coming in now too. So he's going to have a nice mix of skirms and curs, and I think that the damage he's done economically is enough. Like, Spadel's only got 33 Vils, and Dim100 has 27 French Vils.
Yeah, but Spadel has 5 and 4 Hussars in deck in H3.
Yeah,
I think and he's also doing some now.
Yeah, there's 5 goons coming too. I mean, the thing about curs is that like they just do so well against longbow pike. And look at Spadel's army. I mean, it looks big, but it's also not very intimidating because it's all just like the junk, what we'd call junk units, like the wood and food barracks units. So it's not that scary. But Minutemen here, I don't think that he can win this fight. I think he can poke a few pikes, but not much more than that.
Yeah.
Spadel loves doing this cover mode thing. This is going to be a really good fight for the French, I think. He doesn't even need to run from those pikes or the cures.
Yeah.
With Minutemen coming out, I think he's going to try to kite away from this, which I like. I mean, there's no reason to just let the Minutemen get full value. Ooh, 5 Hussar coming out, though. He's got to get out of here now. All of a sudden, with 5 Hussar showing up, he'll get out. Look at those longbow just machine gunning down Cav. This is what I was talking about earlier, with how longbow kind of counter everything. And all 5 of those curs getting caught, and now there's Hussar that are vet, and there's 5 of them.
He shouldn't let his pimp alone.
Yeah. He has those other 3 goons. I've been watching him. Like, when are those going to join? I think he's going to do well here, though. I think those Hussar have to run now.
Some more skills?
Yeah. I think that Spadel's totally fine now. He did a lot of damage there with the longbow. Now he's got his upgrades in, which is one of those things that is kind of hard for British to do. Because they have to upgrade all their units, remember that, and French doesn't really have to upgrade any of them. The skirms, the curs, and the goons all get free upgrades in Fortress. And look at that one Hussar, he came back into the mix. Not going to get anything for it, but he did actually rate. He did try, which is respectable. So what do you think? What's going to happen from here? Like, what do you think the transition is going to be for both these players now that we've kind of hit this quiet point in the game?
I really hope Dim is going for more cures now. I think he has enough guns, and of course cures can also handle hussars, so he doesn't even need more guns for this hussars.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And he does have 5 in queue, and he just shipped the 3.
3 guns he just made?
No, 3. He shipped 3 curs, and he's got 5 or 6 curs in the queue now, actually. So he's going for 2 batches of 5, it looks like. And
Yeah.
I think that, to your point, that's going to be a nice surprise. Oh, he should be eating those goats, man. They're at 200 food. That's a lot of food he could have to power spike right now.
If he micros it perfectly now, with all the skirms going cures,
I
he should win that battle pretty easy.
I think if he hides up here and waits for the 5 more curs, he's in such a solid position. I'd even pull the Vills in at this point.
And then even come trapping him. Also with Minutemen off the white side.
Yeah, and Vills. I would put it all in there. Where's he going? He just kind of gave away his little surprise. Let's see if he's able to pull this off. This should be an easy fight for him though, and I think Spadel's realizing it too. I think he's realizing he saw the 8 cures. It's a lot of cures.
Yeah.
But Dim100's got a great position here too, really.
Oh yeah.
This is an awesome position. Just so long as the cures don't go around the tree like that, like they are. I think this is good. Curs on the goon's actually not that bad either, just because once those goons are gone, all the longbow are gone. And yeah, this is getting cleaned up. And look at the reinforcing hussar. I have to go right through the goons.
Yeah.
Wow. And those curs are just cleaning up everything right now. There's 10 longbow shipment coming in from the back, but that's too little too late as we see 3 more curs coming in. That's all cleaned up. What does Spadel do from here? Like, he's backing off with his 14 longbow, but he's got no way of stopping all these curs, and he's running out of hunts. Look at him, he's manning up with the curs too. He's just going for the killing blow here, realizing how big of an advantage that was. He was only there are only 3 pikes too. I think Spadel will hold this actually. I'm pretty sure he's got this held. The skirms are too far away.
Yeah, no, he has to fight. No, it's good.
I think he's fine. Longbow are insane. Like, that's just insanity. I think he could even win this fight. Like, the longbow just will kill those cures so fast.
You think?
Yeah. I think they will. And Spadel lives to fight another day here. That was very close to being game right there. Like, even if those 3 pikes didn't come out, that would have been game probably. But he has been able to get out on the map now. We see he's like building a house. He's going to start hunting over in the left, that growth that we were talking about in the beginning. And we have 2 Falcons from the French player. And if you look at the Vil counts have also spread out a bit. Spadel's now up to 48 Vils and Dim's only at 33. I think just, there's been slowly that house creep. Build more houses every once in a while, and eventually you have a lot of Vils as British.
Oh no, you should.
I wonder how well if these 2 Falcons could be game deciding. They could either die for free or just be amazing.
Yeah, but he should care.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes nothing wrong with just.
I think it's fine just to go back here.
I got the 7 skim shipment, I think. Yeah, 7 skim. And also made 5 more.
There's his 2 Falcons. Actually, this could go very well for Spadel because those Falcons are revealed on the racks. So
if he's able to kill the point.
He's got to go. He's got two more rounds left to get there. Perfect. Oh, this is big for Spadel. That's 1, but his pikes are really far out of position, and 1 is in cover mode, slowing them. 1 pike is in cover mode. What? Oh, there we go. Oh, he must have had like one of those glitch shots. Spadel has fixed his pikes now, but that's a lot of goons and skirms. And I think that the longbow count just got too decimated by that one earlier fight. But he's trying. Those longbow are just machine gunning down as many goons as they can, and Dim100 doing a nice job of kiting away here. And it just seems like there's this total stalemate happening each fight where they just kind of make equal trades and then walk away. I can't tell what's going to happen here. I think that Dim100's actually in the lead, but I can't say for sure.
Ah, he's going for TC.
Yeah, I like that play too. I mean, we're getting to the point in the game now where it's so stalemated that you could easily just go kind of boom a bit. And like French do beat British late games, so. Wow. Catching a couple of those over here. He's not gonna get any.
Look at Oh, no, he doesn't see it.
He doesn't see it with his goons. It's okay though.
Yeah.
He can't even afford to raid right now. Look at how many bills he's got by that tower. Ooh, but he's gonna catch 5 goons here. If he catches all those, that's big. Every unit counts with how close these players are right now. And luckily Spadel has that tower. That's something that Spadel is very good about. He will build towers in the mid game to kind of keep bills from getting raided. But I mean, you still. Oh, he also killed the Explorer, delaying that TC. But he knows it's coming now. I mean, Spadel's got to realize that he's up against a little bit of a clock here. If the French player's been able to get a TC out and all this. I don't think that's us lagging though, because it's just kind of like freezing a lot. It seems like it's almost someone's computer can't handle the amount of units that are going on.
I'm pretty sure it's them, but they just have to say if they want me to leave.
Maybe like try leaving. I don't know.
I really didn't expect it to be such a good game.
Yeah, this is like a great game.
8 cures. He uses some oil.
Those pikes in cover mode too. I'm not. But the 10 Hussar. He's actually got his Hussar here. This is gonna be great for Spadel. I guarantee you, this is going well for him. Longbow are just so good in these type of situations where the other player's on the back foot. See these curs are just kind of like disappearing. I wonder if we're gonna see any upgrade cards start rolling in for these players. I think it's about time that we see them. Yeah, Dim just got in cap combat.
Yeah.
And Spadel sent 8 vills though, so he's only up by 13 vills in total. So he's actually down in economy to the French player, which is going to be hard for him to recover from.
Oh, he could just end building the TC.
Yeah, he could have finished it, but his Explorer's been up for a while, but he didn't do it.
Oh.
I don't like this curse going around the back thing. It's going to just set him up for a bad position when these pikes realize it.
Yeah, they are struggling over there.
God, look at those longbow. They're just owning the cures. Yeah, it's definitely not us. I mean, this is the more action that there is, the more laggy it is.
Yeah. Okay.
You never want to run away from longbows. You see he's paying the price. And Spadel just got in longbow range during that fight. So now they're like the same range as a Falk, basically. I think Spadel's in a great position. All of a sudden, I thought that for sure he was not in a good position, but that last trade went so well for him. He's making the mistake of being too afraid with his units. Like, he just needs to... Those curs can just fight pikes. Like, they're just pikes, you know?
Yeah. Especially with schemes behind them.
Yeah, you can't be afraid to fight against the British player, otherwise you're going to keep taking all these big losses as you run away to the longbow. But he's also got the cavalry HP and the goon range techs out of that arsenal, so he's also gotten what he wants. Counter-infantry rifling would have been nice for the pikes, though. And now Spadel's the one who's putting up TCs on the map. That's a really aggressive TC.
Yeah.
I think he's got it here.
He wants him to cut off everything.
Yeah, you can see Spadel is realizing the importance of these last few hunts here, and he's TCing it, his army's going there. And meanwhile, the French players actually even dropped the mill. I mean, if he fights this though, he's got a lot of vills here. If he turns and uses the vill, if he vill fights this could go very well. Yeah, they're upgraded. Why? Come on.
No.
Yeah.
Ah, it was a bait. Yeah,
And Spadel realizing that the vills are causing a problem here. He's trying to back away, but longbow do not run very well. And there are a whole lot of curs in this fight. Setting up on the TC, just kind of getting off a shot here or there, but he's totally on the back foot now. And here's another big swing. Look at how many curs are out on the map right now. Those pikes, if he just fights the pikes, this game's over. But he's not doing it. Just fight. Just fight. Oh, that could have been game, but to be fair, he also does have full on control now. And he just needs to fight. I think he's gonna do it. Finally. Here he goes. Oh, look at how much damage that one volley did. That one swing.
Yeah.
Okay, well the pikes are all gone now, so he's not gonna be afraid anymore. And those curs are just gonna clean up everything. 10 more longbow coming in the back, but I think those are just kind of coming in to die here to join the cause. And also 10 more pike kind of rallying down. I think Spadel just overextended a bit.
Did he... Oh, wait. Did he ship this H3 cuff card? Oh, wait.
Which one?
This H3 HP card.
No, I was saying he already got the arsenal text for he got goon range and cavalry HP from the arsenal.
Just 10 pikes just can't do anything.
Yeah, pikes just don't cut it. Like you can only go pikes for so long. And you can tell he's just trying to make enough pikes just to kind of keep scaring the curs, but I would just fight I'd even fight 20 pikes with those curs right now.
The question is just, does he have enough time to play the second game?
Yeah, I think that hopefully they'll have enough time.
Yeah. But he said he has to get the train, so...
I wonder if he'll delay it. Alright, we're right back into it.
I really enjoyed this game.
Yeah, me too. It's not even over yet. Spadel's such a resilient player. Those pikes are doing pretty well. There's a couple Hussar coming in here. He's on the 1k food, it looks like. So he might be able to readvance.
Low HP good.
Yeah.
Just should hit him with longbows.
That's what he's doing, I think. Yeah, there's a whole bunch more longbow. I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, watch it. Look at the HP on those curs. He's just got better upgrades at this point too, and I think he's gonna clean this up. Let's see what he's got. What does Spadel have in the queue? He's got one pike, and he's got the pikes and the Hussar in queue. So he might be fine. If 5 Hussar come out, he might be able to stabilize here. I mean, there's been no economic damage yet.
But them also coming with 5 more goons. I think it's hard to handle it with... I think Spadel can only handle it with like 10 pikes, 5 Hussars, and also a shipment.
Yeah, but he's got no shipments left.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But, I mean, look where Dim's going. Like, Dim's going to a spot that's not going to give him much. I'm surprised he may not even get these 5 vills. So this is giving Spadel some time. But, like, look at Dim's got 3rd TC going up. He's playing really well this game.
Oh, look at this way.
Yeah, ooh.
Yeah, but...
He's going to kill a lot of vills before that TC finishes, if it even does. I like trying to stop the TC. I think he'll get it in time.
Yeah.
Wow. That raid's been more effective, economically speaking, already than this entire push has been. But really, Spadel can't afford to lose any units either, so as soon as these goons come, he's going to have to get out of there. And he does. He recognizes how dangerous his position is.
Yeah. I think waiting at this point is always a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean...
Because he saves time.
Yeah, you're right.
Usually the player is pulling some units back, so to catch them, of course. And yes, a bit team play skill needed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's I mean, don't run with 20 goon to catch users or something. That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically just trying to buy time because you know you can't contest militarily. But I mean, what does he even do? I mean, now he's off his only mill. He's got one other mill in this back corner that is also going to be taken out soon.
Oh, the slack. It was a long freeze.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those, unfortunately.
Another weight in the middle.
Yeah, he's getting a lot with it too. He killed the goons, and but Dim100's really been on top of the raids. He hasn't let them do very much. I mean,
Where's Bruce Explorer, by the way? Ah, there, okay. He's going to end building it.
yeah, he ransomed, I believe. So, but Spadel's now down to only a 9-vil advantage, which is actually a deficit because of the French vil advantage.
Yeah,
And he's got no army. These 5 longbow have to be like
aiming
heroes.
now from 3 theses out.
Yep, exactly. And that I really like this play. Like he's playing super safe, and he's playing really well.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. Didn't expect that because he was so scared.
Yeah, yeah.
He just said he doesn't want to play him just when we gonna cast it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he's beating him.
Yeah. I mean, look at this 5 cure. Like he's playing so well. It's like, I don't know. It's definitely impressive play overall. He's gonna, yeah, Spadel realizing that he's been kind of positioned out of the map.
Nice.
Maybe we try without you one game to see if it's not gonna lag as much.
Yeah, we can do.
Just to try.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going into the second game. Right now, Dim has already pulled off the upset, in my opinion, of beating Spadel in the first game. Alright, now we got the winter spawn instead of summer spawn, which is probably better for Dim, honestly, because, you know, had Spadel scouted differently, he could have picked up a lot of sheep there. Looks like he's going straight away for this 40 wood, which is, once again, another very expensive treasure for India to get. I'm going to move away from that. That polar bear is quite loud. Kind of hurting my ears without growling. So Dim picking up 30 coin and just getting out on the map to scout again. I think on this map it's important to get out there and be just looking for treasures, because you can find like that 200 wood, for example, or 100 wood with 2 polar bears. And Spadel just quickly grabbing the 40 wood, and looks like there's not really much else to get this time, so it's not going to punish him at all. The only thing of note is this 90 food, and the rest of it's just kind of like native warriors and stuff. Oh, also a 60 wood here, but regardless, looks like Dim's gonna just pick up 90 coin here and just kind of keep working his way across the map. Same opener as well, going for the house. Excuse me, the house and also the market. And the way this matchup I think is going to play out is basically we're going to see India try to survive Brit's early game timings, and if they're able to survive long enough to get a couple camel upgrade cards and a good mass going, they'll end up winning the longer colonial game, as it just takes them a little bit longer to get rolling, but the free vils with every shipment eventually will kind of close the gap that British is able to get in the early game. And I'm surprised that Spadel keeps going for these very expensive treasures. You can see this treasure is just absolutely wrecking his explorer. That was a good stomp. Stomp redirected the target, but he's going for that. Well, meanwhile, Dim's able to get, once again, a better treasure, right? I mean, 60 wood for 3 wolf is just way better value than the 80 food for two outlaws. And meanwhile, the player is basically just doing the standard age up. India's obviously needs to chop wood to produce villagers, so he's doing that with 6 on wood. And the big thing we're going to watch for is if he macros well with his wood in order to get his wonder up as soon as possible. India's one of those civs where there's a lot of little tricks you can do to kind of accelerate your age up time. Let's see if he's gotten the wood. The wood trickle, not quite yet in for him. So he's still going to be chopping wood for maybe another vil. Looks like not. Looks like he's got what he thinks he needs. In the queue, he's got 2 vils in the queue for sure, so he's totally fine. Maybe a slight overchop just by 14 wood, but nothing too severe. That was very well executed on his part, and now he's moving forward with that 1 vil to drop the eco wonder. He's going to put an aggro here and then just kind of boom behind it. But look at Dim. He's playing so on point. Like he's even going to use his Explorer to try to deny this wonder. And I think Spadel realizes that, and so he's sending a bunch more vills to just make sure it goes down. And that's very smart because the game's going to be lost if you don't drop it. He's got the food. He switched all his vills to wood, so he's just trying to figure out where he can drop it. I bet he's trying to fit it in here, and it's not quite working out for him. There we go. I think he couldn't get it here either. And now he's settling for this spot. And he's building it with 4 vills, so he's gonna be playing a little bit more on the aggressive side, I believe. That did delay his wonder quite a bit though, and that was good from him. Just having his Explorer out there, making sure that it wasn't easy to drop the wonder. The next thing we're going to be keeping our eye out for, India, we're going to be keeping our eye on India for the most part, just because they have a lot more choices at this point. British, obviously, making houses, obviously gets the gang saw upgrade, and he's also getting great coat, but basically, he's building houses and chopping wood. That's all he can really do. But we're going to see whether or not India is going to choose to drop the market. Looks like without the market coming down, I expect to see military units in queue right away, and the matchup playing out way differently than I usually play the matchup. So I think we're going to see some aggression, maybe some sepoy aggression coming out of Spadel. At the same time, though, I mean, he only has 100 food in the bank, and he's going to be up soon. So yeah, definitely. We can tell it's sepoys just because he's got a lot of guys on food, and he's going to use this 100 gold to kind of keep his sepoys coming. And this 90 food is going to be a big help for him too. Every little bit of resources is going to be helpful. And actually, the British player not opting for Iraqs out the gate. I think he's going to depend on the tower to be able to wait until 700 wood, which is going to work out because of how the delay on the aggro for it. And we can check in queue and just kind of wait to see if Spadel's got any army coming. He's definitely house, so there's something in the queue. There's 5 sepoy and something building, but this queue doesn't seem to show the aggro units, so we can't actually see what he is making. There's that 700 wood I was talking about, and he needs to be dropping Iraqs. Like, when this hits 200, there needs to be Iraqs coming, otherwise the sepoy might catch him off guard. And there it is, right on time. And the Explorer also buying time here. For Soar as the first card, interesting. I'm not sure what kind of... I'm interested to see what kind of pressure he's going to be able to put out with Soar and Sepoy so early. And I mean, there's 0 military units in the field, but I mean the tower can easily hold off this type of an army. And the Soar are getting in a little bit ahead. They might lose some HP here, just trying to get some pot shots off on vills. These Soar are key because they're able to slow and let the Sepoy get in range. Here we go. This is the key moment. How many vills is this gonna get? 0 so far. That was a really nice pull. Looks like maybe 1. Nope. 0 vills down. That's really gonna be tough for Spadel to come back from now because he's committed to making units early and he's not gotten anything for it yet. First vill goes down. And he's just kind of keeping the economy belled. 5 muskets coming out. Not sure how well those are going to do here. They might get cleaned up, but with the TC fire behind it, Spadel's forced to run away. And his elephants are also kind of just hanging out up here. So, 6 musket card coming in, and now the British player is looking very solid. He's got 10 muskets out of the field, tower up, and you know these sepoy are going to try to raid, but look at, he just bells up the vills right away. This is phenomenal play. He's so on point with this game right now. Gonna catch this vill up here. I don't know how that vill got up there, but he's gonna catch it. And just continuing to play an excellent game of defense here against the sepoy push. And now Spadel's kind of admitted defeat on the push, and he's switched over to Gurkha, which will do well against the musket, but he's definitely way behind from his play here. Curious to see what his next card is going to be. He's going for market. He's going to try to just kind of fall back to some eco play here.
Who's winning right now?
Right now, Dim is probably in the lead, I would say.
Okay.
He's up by 20 score. He only lost 1 vill. He's down by 2. He's up by only 2 vills to Spadel, actually. somehow. I don't know how. Maybe he hasn't been training Bills. It might actually be okay for him. Spadel getting in distributivism and his economy's now ahead, so I would say actually Spadel might be in the lead here, as deceptive as it feels.
Okay. By the way, Ikoy and Gungun, they wanted to play their first game.
Alright, talk to me on
So-
Skype chat about it. I'll try
What?
to answer. Do Skype, like, type chat about that until after this game.
Ah.
Alright, sorry about that. 4 more Gurkha coming in the mix. Now he's got 8 Gurkha, so we can actually start one-shotting some of these muskets. He's been just awkwardly like 5 damage shy. If we look at 2 of these muskets, 22 damage shy, which is like 1 Gurkha shot away from one-shotting them. But Stable coming down too, so that's going to be, I think, Dim's way of getting back into this game, or keeping his lead in this game, is going to be to kind of surprise with Hussar. And it could really work out, because I see no sign of a Stable, no sign of anti-cav, and Spadel's being very, very confident with his Gurkha. 4 Soar coming in, more important than the Vil they're going to kill. He's seen the Stable now, and so hopefully Spadel recognizes this and he's on the run. And that house finishing also probably hurt him, because now that free Vil is almost dead. Wow, nice save there by sending the Hussar. Oh, look at that that camel is going to go for that Vil. He's going to get that Vil too. He is on the hunt. Oh, he got snared. He gets it. And you know, Spadel's up, only down by 3 Vils once again, and he's getting the Marketex rolling. He hasn't died. I mean, I think it's actually working out for him. It didn't feel like it was. I mean, it felt like British had such a good defense there, but also mixing in some Sepoy, which I personally like here, because there's no longbow really in the mix to kind of marginalize them. It's going to let him keep poking with the Gurkha, which is what he wants to do. But that's a lot of Hussar. That's 9 Hussar now. I think Spadel needs to get out of here. And we see 300 export coming in for Spadel now, Consulate on the way, and Stable on the way. So he's now kind of gotten back to where you'd want to be as India, where you have all the 3 big eco cards coming in. Distributivism, the logging, and the 300 export. But now, I mean, look at this timing. This is that classic like 9-minute, 10-minute timing. It's a little bit late, like about 1 minute late because of the early game. But this is hard to deal with. Look at how many Hussar are on the field. Longbow getting caught a little bit out of position. That's going to cost 3 of the 6 that he cleared. I think he sent the 6. Yeah. And it looks like he's just playing to control hunts. I'm not sure if he realizes how strong his timing could have been if he hadn't lost the couple longbow there. And now we're mainly just looking to see, when are the Zams going to come, and when is he going to have enough Zams, I guess, to hold off the Hussar. It looks like he's going Soar actually, which is interesting because he's only seen the 6 longbow from the card, and there's no units that Soar can even counter coming out from Dim here. Trying to set up his hunt, but not gonna let that happen. This is a good catch by Spadel, just kind of keeping an eye on the map and making sure that the British player can't get hunts anymore. Down to just this hunt back here, and the hunt that he's managed to secure over here. I really don't think that me leaving would impact this at all. The lag seems to be just kind of from Dim, to be honest. These like random big spikes of lag that happen. And especially as these armies get bigger, it keeps happening. A lot of Sepoy out, and the Sepoy, even though the Soar weren't the best call, the Sepoy definitely were. And now I think he's recognized that he doesn't need any more cav, and he's going Gurkha Zam, which is going to be a little difficult to micro in this lag, but I think because he's got Sepoy in the mix, he'll be okay. I mean, look at Spadel's now managed to take a Vil lead after killing that 1 Vil. So, I mean, this is kind of that point in the game I was talking about where, you've kind of hit your prime as India and you're able to get 5 and 5 batches out. And look at the improvements. I'm sure Spadel has almost all of them. Yeah, he's getting quite a few of them in. Only missing the 150, 150, 150 upgrade. This house kind of spotting this cab movement. I'm not sure what he's trying to do with it. I'm not sure he's trying to raid or what. I mean, there's really all those cab can accomplish besides being a tank. But all right, this looks like ooh, it's lag. That's definitely lag. Yeah, with the Sepoy getting into position here, Gurkha swinging back. This is actually a really good position for Spadel here, having the Sepoy in there and then getting the Hussar up to tank. Minutemen coming in from the back from the auto consulate. Never forget to send those. Looks like the Sepoy and the Zams are just kind of cleaning up the Hussar here, and Gurkha will be left. And I mean, I'm not sure how you deal with this many Gurkha and Sepoy with just a couple muskets. It looks like this fight's getting entirely cleaned up. Just excellent positioning from Spadel. After almost getting caught here, this little gap in the house was huge. And just kind of continuing to clean up the units. I think Dim realizes he's got nowhere to gather resources anymore, and that would be game.
Who won?
Spadel won quite convincingly with the fight.
Oh, okay.
So we have one more game to play. All right, Spadel spawning in the bottom, green as always, and playing another one of his signature civs. Japan and British are his two main civs. Both kind of similar to that macro style, very economically focused with the benefits coming out of their houses. And then Dim playing another kind of like standard European civ, I guess. So he's played all three now, Brits, German, and French.
Yeah, he's a Nilla player. He used to play Nilla a lot of.
That explains all the classic European civs then.
Yeah, the fourth civ would probably be Dutch.
Yeah.
He also plays them often. Also not that good in Tart, but in Nilla they are very good.
I think they're okay, but hopefully we'll get some less lag. It's a good point.
Yeah, Ashi. Consulate going on. Yeah, the typical.
Yeah, players having a little bit of a laugh over the lag. Looks like he chopped one wood short. You see that bill going up to the tree for the German player? He missed one wood of the 50 he needs for his house. And he's got
110.
Yeah. Well, he's picking up 50 in his base, so now he's got his 50 wood. And, man, Japan, that 110 wood, to your point, that's going to be incredible for Japan. They can just take that for free, too.
The TP is very nice for a German.
Yeah, I mean, TP start is exactly what German wants to have. They need to get that, like the TP is such a difference, right? They get the 2 vills faster as their first card, but then they also get,
Ooh, it's Kuwait.
yeah, it's the European version of the United States. All right, 110 wood coming in. Looks like both players have had some fun banter about the lag, but I think we're gonna still have a pretty good game here. Why is that serious? Well, we've got a bunch of people watching, so I don't really want to talk about where I'm from, right?
Wait, it's a best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last game of the series.
Yeah.
And look at from the wood he's gotten. Spadel is going 3 shrine and the port consulate. And I guess we haven't talked about this yet, but what happens with the port consulate here is you get the consulate and it makes your AGEP cost 120 less food, and it also makes all your shrines cheaper. And so by making the shrines cheaper and the cheaper AGEP, you basically kind of get this for free, is what it almost feels like. Dim picking up 40 more wood. He's had a really good treasure run, like 50 and 40 wood, considering he went TP first on German. You know, usually you can't get much treasure because you can't scout very much.
No.
But look at this 85 wood too. Spadel is going to get that as well, and there's no way Dim's finding that. Look at his scouting pattern. He's going to go over to the TP and down. I'm so surprised Spadel isn't just going for this. Like I would. Oh, he's got enough wood for shrines already. Wow, he is just killing it. I would almost have delayed shrines just to get that 85 wood, but I guess he's making a different choice here.
What do you expect the German to do?
I guess that's true. I've been focused on Japan just because there's not many choices from German. But with the amount of wood he's chopping, we'll have to see. We can't tell, right? I mean, after he gets market, we'll see if he stays on wood or not.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think on this map? Like normally, I would say a couple pikes and then like age up behind it. I think I'd still say that here.
I think I wouldn't even do pikes.
Just
Maybe
go straight
just some semi, calf semi.
Maybe just straight
Of course,
FF
you
then.
can't wait it, go to Japan, but
Maybe just
at
straight
the end you
FF,
could
right?
also siege a bit.
Do you think, Eric, like straight FF then, if you can't really raid?
Yeah, why not? He could even go for a second TP. I
Yeah.
usually like it when I do a TP start, then just get that 200 wood while edging and do a second TP. Makes the FF even more stronger.
Sorry about that. Had a phone ringing in the background. Yeah, I
just
think
said,
the semi while aging, you said, right?
what?
You said semi while aging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the choice. And look he's put down the stable, so he's doing exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
You seem to know this guy quite well. You've been calling all the shots. He keeps doing exactly what you say.
Maybe he's listening me.
He would have to be 2 minutes in the future as well.
Yeah, Spadel just shipped 600 wood.
Yep.
Oh, he gets us with a lot.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, usually I do like 4, so it's only 1 bill more than you should have.
No.
Look at how many shrines he's got all over the map, and meanwhile German's just got like, I mean, it just, this approach is just too slow, I think. There's just 2 Wuhan on the map. All he can hope to find is an explorer that can just poof back to TC anyway. And just so long as these 2 houses down here don't get interrupted, I think, you know, Japan's in a great spot. Even if they do get interrupted, it's like not even that big of a deal, but
If Dim's coded the 175 coin treasure at the left side, I think I would take it with the Explorer.
yeah, and like...
But I don't think he's coded it. But let's see where his Explorer's going.
Wuhan raid coming in might actually, it's actually forcing bills into the tower, which is good, and the explorer's gonna have to poof, which he will. I mean, he'll just poof, but 5 Ashy just getting out too, perfect. Wow, he got the explorer somehow. That was pretty funny. He like the attack animation finished all the way over there. It's funny.
Oh, a second Wax on the stable.
Yeah, I like that. Because he's going to need to have the cav when German goes H3.
I don't know so much about Japan.
Yeah. Basically, he's going to play H2, which is what I think is probably the best.
Yeah, and Dim just shipped 700 coin.
Yeah. Stim's aging for sure. Hopefully those Ulhan don't catch this Explorer, because, I mean, Spadel actually wants that Explorer.
Look at that. 2 settler wagon.
Idle. Oh, they're trapped.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even notice that they're idle. That's going to be a big problem for him.
Yeah, he probably sends it. Oh, okay, no,
he fixed it now. He's probably like, what is going on over here? My settler wagons are not willing to work today. And Spadel's been able to stay on port consulate still, and if we look at his shrine pop, I mean, he's pushing 180 shrine pop with market upgrades. And you know, these Ulhan have done basically no damage, so I mean, he's only had to make 4 Ashy so far this entire game, and it's like it's almost 8 minutes. And this is kind of the point where now Spadel can start going Ashy Cav, and maybe even some Yumi if he wants, and just have a huge mass by the time German gets any fortress presence going.
Yeah, he use them to siege now.
And German's almost halfway up now, aging quickly as he should. He's got 700 wooden, so he can get a racks up for skirms. And now we're going to just sort of see if that pressure is going to be enough.
Ah, I just noticed that Spadel also aged.
Yep. So he's opting to go for just the H3 play instead, which is fine, really. I mean, it's a little riskier though. It's a little risky. Don't you think it's a little risky? Like, because now he could potentially die to like the first 2 shipments.
Yeah.
But
it could really.
Yeah. Hizika, I mean, he's just so far ahead just based on like the treasures and the builder of this game. Like, look at that. That's 170 shrine pop. I mean, untouched. He's totally fine.
What is it for a wonder? With which Spadel is aging?
Oh, it's a golden pavilion. He's going to be aging with, which is the one that gives bonus attack dance type thing. 6 Yumi and some arsenal techs also become available. Spadel just popping his shrines. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. Popping his shrines over to wood now, so he can get all the upgrades he needs. But see how little resources he has in the bank. Only like 300 resources total. I mean, sure, he's got some units, but it's very tight when you do this FF. Whereas Germany just is going to have so much coming out of the shipments. And wondering what his first shipment's going to be. I haven't seen anything come out of Dim yet. He's just been kind of slow rolling these shrines with his Ulhan. And there's those 6 Yumi coming out, and all of a sudden, with that and the consulate units, he's got essentially like 10, and his explorers, he's got like 10 longbow kind of along with what he already had. 8 skirm being the first choice. What do you think about that? Do you think it should be 8 skirm, or do you think it should be Ulhan? Like, what do you think about his overall play right now from what you know?
I don't know exactly if he scouted Spadel's stable. He just saw the wakes and also the Ashis coming out, so he probably expect him to have many Ashis, I think. That's why he shipped 8 skims.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I think he also has enough Ulans at the moment.
Look at 5 Nagi coming
Especially when he
in.
doesn't know exactly what he has. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice too. Yeah, for sure. Did you see the 5 Nagi have just come in too? I mean...
Yeah, but they're also for wagons. Oh, well, let's see what happens now.
They just hit vet too. This is the big fight here that Spadel's looking for. And look at that positioning. He's all on that, and the Ulhan are not going in to kind of body block yet. They're gonna lose. He's gonna lose a lot of skirms before the fight even starts.
Whoa,
Ooh, I think that might be enough. There are no more skirms left. Wow, look at that positioning.
Yeah.
The war wagons may clean those up, but at this point, it doesn't matter. They did their job. The first shipment has been defeated by Japan quite handily, and I don't know what you do from here, really. I mean, I think he was just a little bit too slow to make anything happen, because he did that Cav semi, and he's got and he built war wagons too. You know how I feel about war wagons. So he's got 7 war wagons now. We'll see what he's going to be able to do with those. I think Nagi are still actually a threat, even though he has so many war wagons. Both players just kind of remassing here. Looks like it's going to be tough though for the German player to come back after losing so many turns. And I like this play from Spadel. Like, he's not overcommitting. He's just kind of using those 10 Yumi that he has, or 10 longbow type units he's got, to just poke a little bit. Spadel's got the luxury of knowing that even if he's like had like a kind of bad fight and lost a lot, lost it, he's still playing Japan and he's in the lead, and like he's got the German player in his own base. So. And he's also sent 8 more Ashy as well, so he's just got an insane mass. I'm surprised he's managed to. He's gonna run out of berries soon, isn't he? Yeah, his berries are almost out. What that could be? This could be like Spadel shooting himself in the foot. He's only got 800 food left on those berries.
Yeah, he better already puts his shrines on food.
Yeah, but he's not. They're still
And
on
of course
coin.
also sends this to...
Unless those 2 orchard wagon are on the way right now, which I don't think they are.
Oh, the settler.
Oh, I think they are actually. Never mind. I think they're on the way now. He's definitely going to be in for a shocker when those berries die in 300 food. But I think that's on the way. I don't know. But he's just kind of positioning outside this town center like we were saying. Still just kind of keeping the engagement going. I think he's fine to run away here too if he wants. He can just kind of do whatever he wants. Ooh, there's the orchard wagons right on time. Looks like we were worried for nothing.
Oh yeah.
This is really laggy though. Oh, there we go. Spadel making the right choice here of just running away from that German mess.
Maybe it's the final battle.
I don't think it's the final battle, but you could be right. And if Dim loses it, for sure. But he's doing such a good job.
Was it following that?
He hasn't made any more war wagons, though, and there's still... The Nagi count is continuing to grow.
His Minuteman.
Here it comes. And I think this is going to be very good for Spadel when it unpauses.
Whoa, what the...
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the war wagons. I just want to see the Ashi will survive this fight, and they're like with the war wagons in the front, they're gonna get free shots on them. And meanwhile, these Nagis, there's 3 Nagi nicely being controlled by Spadel, just coming around and causing the skirms to have to work to not get killed. And Ashi cleaning up all the war wagons because he sent them up in the front. Looks like Spadel will clean this fight up, and I think this will be game right here. Because with Nagi on the skirms, they're all gonna die. And from here, I mean, this is the final phase, as you said, the final fight if Dim loses, right? So the final phase for Japan here, he's got his orchards up, all of his ecos booming, and he's just cleaned up the last of the shipments. The only thing left here is really 9 and 8 Ulhan, and you can see his score just plummeted. It used to be a tie game, but after that fight, down by 40 score. I mean, I don't even think it matters if he loses a couple Nagi to these war wagons. There's just too many Ashi now on the map. Look at how many Nagi he got out. I think he got like 10 Nagi out on that batch. And he's starting to mix in some Yumi, which I really like. And he's just going to go and kind of raid. I mean, when you're at the point of Japan where you can raid with not like 20 Nagi without worrying, you know that you're in a good position.
Yeah.
Gonna pick... Oh, I don't know why he didn't go for that, but he's gonna let those guys live. And Ashi over here gonna catch 4 more Vills. Hopefully those will die. Yeah, they're going down. And he's gonna be able to kill a whole bunch of Ulan here.
Oh, Ashi really more.
This is a totally fine fight for him. Even though the Nagi aren't there, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I mean, Ulan just not going to cut it here. Ashi are cleaning most of them up. And even though there are a couple of war wagons left, I mean, the Nagi themselves could kill these war wagons at this point. And war wagon can't kite at all, so if they're not winning the fight, then they're not doing anything. Really well played by Spadel this game. You could tell he knew how to play Japan against Germany.
That was really nice.
Looks like Dim is tapping out.